Good morning, everyone. Andrew Douglas in the Action News 5 digital desk. Nation's Finest. It is a nonprofit organization serving veterans since 1972. It's been around now for more than 50 years, and it's an organization that celebrates with the recently launched Nation's Finest 50 Award. It's aimed at recognizing and celebrate those who have gone above and beyond to make a real impact in the lives of veterans and their families. Joining us to talk a little bit more about this organization and what they're up to right now is Kobe Langley. He's a two-tour veteran, recipient of the Bronze Star, chairman of the selection committee for the award. Mr. Langley, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me, and hello to Memphis.
Appreciate you being here, Mr. Langley. So let's talk about this nonprofit organization, Nation's Finest. Briefly explain it to us.
Sure. So it started after the Vietnam War. Two Vietnam veterans came home, Pete Cameron and Wayne Eisenhart, and they realized that there was some support that was needed for themselves as well as other veterans. So they started a behavioral health support system for veterans and began to seek out veterans that were homeless or on the verge of homeless. And so they started a shelter. Started very modestly, a small home, 30 veterans. Fast forward to today, they're in 31 locations. We serve 7,000 veterans annually, and we provide over 300 units of transitional and permanent housing every single year.
That's fantastic. And you guys have been around since 1972, so very well established over 5 decades here. Tell me about the awards, the Nation's Finest Award.
Sure. So for the past 50 years, we've been guiding veterans home. This is what we say, yeah? And so to mark this 50-year anniversary, we wanted to honor and respect the legacy of service of our founders. Just 4 everyday American citizens decide they want to make a difference, and today they certainly have. So we're looking for 50 other veterans who over the past 50 years have done amazing things in support of our veteran military family community, and we want to celebrate them together. So there's plenty of people that fit that description. Many Tennesseans, I think of people like Lieutenant General Frank Andrews, Andrews Air Force Base, right? Founder of the B-17 bomber out there in Tennessee. Individuals like this, you started the Air Force, basically. Other organizations and individuals that might be grassroots, but they've had a critical impact in providing supportive services to the most vulnerable of our veteran military family community.
Who can be nominated, Mr. Langley? Is it anybody? Does it have to be a certain person from a certain demographic?
No, ideally we would like to see representation from the past 50 years, just to celebrate the legacy of service of our 50-year anniversary. But we have nominees right now on the website that range from well-known artists like Tom Hanks to philanthropists like Mackenzie Scott, who co-founded Amazon. We have small veteran-run organizations like an organization run by Rick Ritter, who started an organic program to help healthy and foods for veterans. But you can see a full list on the gallery at nationsfinest.org, and anybody can nominate and anybody can be considered.
Let's talk about where people can go for more information, maybe perhaps a way to nominate people in the future.
Absolutely. The easiest way to reach us for a nomination is to visit nationsfinest.org. On nationsfinest.org, you'll see a little bit about the organization, but you will also see at the very top our 50 for 50 campaign that will help nominate these amazing Americans that have helped contribute to the health and wellness of our veteran military family community. Nationsfinest.org, that's the place to sign up your hero that you believe has made an exceptional contribution to our community.
Well, Kobe Langley, we really appreciate you and what your organization does for so many veterans all across the country. Thanks very much for explaining it to us and our viewers and where they can go for more information and for nominations. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks so much, and thanks, WMC.
Appreciate you. Okay, let's take a live look from our High 5 camera downtown Memphis, where it is cold and crisp, but the sun is burning off all the fog that was in our area this morning, and we actually had a freezing fog advisory all the way until 9 o'clock. But as you can see here, as we take a look at a cargo ship, a vessel there going underneath the I-40 bridge, that a lot of the fog is melting away there. And we're going to have some sunny skies with temperatures in the 50s or so. Meteorologist Brittany Bryant is working up a 7-day forecast for us here at the Action News 5 digital desk. When she has it all ready for us, we'll certainly pass it along to her so she can go in depth of what to expect, not only the rest of the day today and tomorrow, but also for the next 7 days. In the meantime, let's talk about some news here that we are following right now. The new Baptist Arlington Emergency Department will open its doors to the community today. The $10 million facility is West Tennessee's first freestanding emergency department. It will also be the only hospital access for much of West Tennessee between Bartlett and Jackson. The facility will have 8 rooms, a laboratory, X-ray, ultrasound, CT services, and will offer primary and urgent care. Want to show you this. This is live pictures here from New York City. 7,000 nurses on strike at 2 of New York City's biggest hospitals due to gaps in as a result of these strikes, there's expected to be gaps in key health care for that area. So again, these are live pictures from New York City, and what we know is about 3,500 nurses from Mount Florey and 3,600 Mount Sinai nurses. They went on strike this morning at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, disrupting healthcare for thousands. There is a contract that they're working with. Both sides are stalled, I guess, in this contract discussion. So the hospitals have been getting ready for a walkout by transferring patients and diverting ambulances to other healthcare facilities. And they're also postponing non-emergency procedures and arranging to bring in temporary staff. So the governor has urged that the union and the hospitals take their dispute to a binding arbitration. But right now that is up in the air. You can see a lot of signs there, and certainly a lot of nurses. I mean, we're talking about close to 7,000 nurses, could be more here. But again, this is going on in 2 medical facilities in New York City. Okay, there is a startling rise in younger adults with serious diseases that usually come from decades of alcohol abuse. And we've done so many stories about how alcohol use was on the rise during the pandemic. Right now, Zine Clay Esimwa explores what's driving this trend of young adults with serious alcohol abuse. Okay, we are having a little bit of some audio issues on a Monday. You know, gremlins in the system here. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with you on the Action News 5 digital desk. Hang in there with us.